Trelawny Campbell, Superintendent in charge of Trelawny Division. So basically, sir, in terms of the impact from Hurricane Mellissa, we have had 2 deaths reported. One along Market Street as a result of carbon monoxide poisoning. There was another individual who was inside the house. He was taken to the hospital, so he is still recovering. The other death is in the Bounty Hall area. It seemed to be a homeless person who was found under a bus stop. In terms of damage to vital insulation, the infirmary that has been significantly impacted. The hospital, as you were there earlier, we have the parish council building, totally, I would say, devastated.
Which is like the town hall as well.
Right, it had some issues before, but yes. Mellissa.
It's a historic building as well.
Right.
The parish church.
The parish church.
Yes, the roof is gone.
Some of the shelters have been impacted as well. And William Mid Hague Primary and so on.
I saw that as we flew over.
Right.
Yes.
The poor relief, I think the Road and Works building that the EOC was established, they had to evacuate the EOC and move to stadium. Right, so all around we have significant damage. So it's just for us to.
And of course.
And the police station, we were impacted, and we turned out not so bad in comparison to some of the other.
I noticed you have light, so you're on backup generator now.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. So there's no electricity.
No.
And no telecommunications.
No water.
And no water.
And no water. So basically, we have been trying to clear the road after this storm, just to ensure that persons can move about. Because of the devastation, I know that aid and other supplies should be coming in. So we want to ensure that the corridor is kept clear. And persons coming from other communities, I visited Ulster Spring and Warsaw police station earlier. And the damage as I went through the communities, significant as well. Basically, every 3 or so house was totally impacted. And so the damage is significant across the parish.
How are you maintaining public order and security?
In terms of public order and security, we ensure that we have a team in the town at all times. Because after the storm, we noticed that person started to come out, and we were there trying to ensure that properties remain where they should. Of course, in terms of resources, a lot of our members have been impacted as well. Mm-hmm. We have members who lost their homes, lost their roof, and so on. So we are not totally up in terms of our full strength, but the persons we have on the barracks, they have been doing a tremendous job in ensuring that we move about and maintain some presence, especially in the township.
Any reports of looting? Because that's something that usually happens in these disasters.
I heard that there may be a store that they took some items from, but nobody turned up to the station in terms of report any wide-scale
there were some attempts. I've had reports of some attempts, especially by the artisan village. Somebody tried to go in and one and two other areas. The hospital also had a difficulty with the water, the tank. So some of the community members from the adjoining community have been stealing water over there and destroying the tank for the hospital. So they're actually losing water.
There was a gentleman who came to say that he's concerned in terms of Falmouth Gardens, and I had given instruction that the patrol give some presence in that area because that community has been devastated.
All right, very good report, Superintendent. Very comprehensive. I think Jamaica now has a fair understanding as to the extent of the damage right across the corridor from Black River to here, and the damage is significant. It will take some time to reconstruct, but I can tell you we won't reconstruct the same way that it was before. Yes, it's a Category 5 hurricane, and yes, Category 5 hurricanes, you must have some damage, but I think that we have to think very carefully about how we build and where we build. And Falmouth, we will have to do some rethinking. about the critical infrastructure that keeps the town functional. And those infrastructure has to be hardened for a Category 5 hurricane. So we have to build with greater capabilities than normal. Yeah, because what the report here, which is slightly different from Black River, whereas Black River is a total devastation. I mean, I know it's hard to say that, you know, this is ours. This is a little bit better than Black River. Your police station is still functional. Black River's police station is not. Your hospital is still functional, though damaged. You know, Black River is serious damage. Yeah. And the housing infrastructure is totally wiped out. Yeah. Even though you have here, but Black River is worse. The critical infrastructure here, we will have to rebuild them and probably rethink where they are located. So it is a crisis, but it is also an opportunity to rebuild. Immediately, it's to deal with the relief. Your water, power, temporary shelter amenities to make sure that there's no humanitarian crisis. All right. By the way, in terms of morgue facilities, how is that?
All right. So we have a big issue. Patmore is the contracted funeral home. So we had to send the body from the carbon monoxide poisoning to St. James de la Pena, because Patmore is in the wait a bit area.
And that was significantly
not accessible. So we have two police stations that we cannot access from the parish. Wait a bit and Wakefield.
Yes, Wakefield is, yes, it is.
So our access point to Wakefield is totally flooded, high waters.
So we're about to fly to some of these areas now, but
the Matabry River also preventing us from going to the area is inaccessible as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Soup, thank you for your service, and please extend my commendations to the officers who have given their sacrifice, essentially. All right. Thank you.